For so long, and it's going to burn you. No doubt about it.
The quick pitch, and Baez sends it deep to left. Pagan is there at the wall, and it's in the basket. One-two. Crushed down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. Grand slam, Gregorius. A grand slam high off the right field foul pole. He's done it again. Francisco Lindor has pulled the Indians to within a run.
3-2, and a drive hit deep to left field. Looking up, way back, it's gone.
Well, this standing room only crowd trying to get under Johnny Cueto's skin, and they might be. That ball's hit well to left center field. Back toward the track, and that ball is gone. Russell Martin, 2-0 Pittsburgh.
First pitch swinging. Oh, and first pitch crushing. Oh, man. Lean into it.
Soto at first after the homer by Rendon. Kendrick into the opposite corner. That one well hit. Springer looks up, and it's gone! Howie Kendrick has delivered the Nationals a one-run lead!
Looking for his first hit of the year. He drives one, deep left field. Back goes Upton, back near the wall. It's out of here! Bartolo has done it! The impossible has happened! The team vacates the dugout as Bartolo takes the long trot.
Hello everyone. Thanks very much for jumping on. Back with some baseball today. Second day, actually, I think maybe even third day in a row, which is absolutely fantastic. Thanks so much for the great fill. We're almost filled. We're pretty much there. 26 out of the 30 have sold. And this time we've got 5-star for the first time ever. So really high-end products. There's only 2 cards in there. They're both autographed. And they can go really massive. So we've got a nice mix here. Plenty of cards in the Topps One Hobby, of course. Plenty of base. Some nice stuff, nice short stuff. Variations, all kinds of fun bits and pieces that we can possibly find. We've seen things like gold mirror variations. We've seen true photos. We've seen all kinds of numberings. We've seen a card made of wood. We've seen the mini cut. We've seen all sorts of stuff. But what we haven't seen yet is something like 5-star, which is crazy high end. So yeah, it's good to mix those 2 in. So we're going to be doing 3 of the hobby boxes today. So I'll get you guys to help me pick which 3 those will be. And then the 5-star at the end. So yeah, can't wait to get into that. It's going to be really, really good. Just have a quick look at how we're going with those 4 teams, just in case that has moved. No, there we since I started the countdown. No, still there. There are a few chases there, obviously, for the Giants. Marco Luciano is a big one in the 2024 product, of course. For the Nationals, Guardians and Twins, well, especially the Nationals, there'll be some real big stuff. Actually, there's big stuff for everyone in that 5-star because it's a good mix between current players, but also a lot of legends. In fact, there is a Legends autograph set in there. Might actually make sense to have a quick look together so we can familiarize. Bear with me 1 second. Here we go. So these autos do all go really big. There's essentially the base autographs, which is what most of the cards will look like, which is this one here. And then colored versions of that, which you can see up there mentioned. Aqua, purple, blue, green, gold, and then going really short into orange and red. But then, yeah, I saw a golden graphs before. Looked absolutely amazing. Silver signatures, which you recognize a bit from Inception. Again, colored versions of those, of course. But then things get pretty crazy with Phenom, 5-tool Phenom autographs. We've got this one, the penmanships. I saw a couple of dual autos before. There's triple autos. There's quad autos. I think there's even an auto with 5. I don't know. Calling it penta auto or whatever that's called. And then we've got this memorabilia auto as well, which just, they look absolutely sensational. So hopefully we pull something like that. But even the base autos look absolutely amazing in that product. So we're going to be seeing some of them. And having a look just quickly, for example, you know, pick any of the autograph versions, baseball royalty, you know, you can see it straight away. You know, all the different teams represented in really major ways. Same again with the jumbo spots. These are those, the memorabilia ones we just saw. There's also celebrity cut, which if we get one of them, they obviously don't belong to a team. So we'll have to randomize that off at the end. But there's some enormous one-on-ones here. You know, 1 every 3,000 boxes thereabouts. So our odds are not huge, but look at some of those names. Absolutely wild. Imagine sitting here pulling an Elvis Presley. It's just ridiculous. Queen Elizabeth, why not? Just absolutely mad. Absolutely mad list of names we've got here. Just, yeah, crazy. So we've got some dual autos. And, man, what some names that are on there. Have a look at that. Cal Ripken and Gunnar Henderson together at number 10. Julio and Ichiro. Judge and Jeter. Man. Shohei and Nolan, why not? Why not? So if we see one of those, I'm obviously going to lose my mind. That's once every 390. So again, our odds are not huge, but man, why not? Why not dream? Golden Graphs, I saw one of them before. They look really, really cool. Saw a Joey Votto be pulled by somebody. 5-tool Phenoms, I have not yet seen that, but that would be very cool to see. Quintuple Relic, there we go. It's a whole bunch of stuff moving together. Of course, numbered to 5 also makes sense. So yeah, all in all, heaps of different options. Only 2 cards, so who knows what we'll see, but it's going to be big. Whatever it is, it looks like it's not, it doesn't go light. So having a look, I saw some orders come through. So actually, let me take you back 1 sec, and we'll just have a look at the teams remaining, because I did see some move just then. On my phone. There we go. Well, there goes 3 of the 4. Thank you very much. The only team remaining there is the Giants for $33. So if somebody wants to pick them up, then we're all good to go. So let me just have a quick look, and I will update the teams remaining on screen there. Oh, thank you, Jordy. Jordy's on it. Yeah, just Giants to close at 33. There we are. And then after this, we're getting into the new case of soccer, the 6 boxes of hobby, the EPL Prizm 23-24. So first time from Trident North, we're going to be doing that. So I'm pretty excited for that. That's also moving really, really well. And I believe Jordy has just put 10% off any remaining spots on that recently. So yeah, that's really, really cool. We'll smash that one out and can't wait to get through that one. Because man, Prizm this year has absolutely been producing bangers. We've been seeing Genesis seemingly every box. Well, that's not true. It's a few per case, but they keep coming out. We've seen a bunch of one-on-ones. We've already used a bunch of black one-touches. But you know what? I'd love for baseball to give me a reason to use the black one-touch. I've only got exactly one here. And that's a very problem I'd really love to have, is to not have enough black one-touches. In the meantime, if anyone who is in this break would like to help me pick which of the 3 boxes we will use, because what have we got here? We should have 7, I think. No, 8. 8, yeah, we've got 8. Yeah, simply numbers 1 through 8. If you want to pick which of the 3 boxes we want to use, by all means, do tell me, and I'll gladly use those numbers. And yesterday, of course, we saw the signed baseball as well, the Cabrian Hayes, which was really cool. The HJC memorabilia, our first ever signed baseball that we did with the COA from, I think it was Beckett, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we've got one more of those, so can't wait to get into them. We'll probably pop that in a break in the next few days. Thank you, Michael. 258. So 2 there. Pop that one down. We'll use this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. Thank you very much. There we go. That is our break for tonight. We are exactly one San Francisco team away from getting into it. We did see yesterday, this was a fairly quiet first bunch of boxes, first 4 boxes out of the jumbo. I mean, Andrew Jones definitely saved the show yesterday with the massive, massive auto to 25 yesterday in the 1989. But generally speaking, I think we can agree those first 4 boxes were relatively quiet. So hopefully, these being from the same case, let's hope that means good things. Did get an order just then, and thank you very much, Fairhound. Really appreciate you closing us out, mate. So that means we are good to go. I'll just update the list of teams on the screen, make sure they're all there. Just bear with me one sec while I do that, and then we're all good to go. I'll just do a bit of arts and crafts with the teams on the screen there. There we go, looking good. All right, good luck, everyone. Let's get stuck into it. We'll start with the hobbies, and we'll leave the 5-star to the back here for dessert. Yeah, so cool, Jason. That's absolutely awesome. It's the first thing I saw this morning when I started. I was getting some things sorted, and I saw it sitting there. I was like, man, that is so cool. So, so cool. I'm going to make sure that's nice and wrapped up for you and gets to you safely. Yeah, what a player too. I reckon he has got still big things in store for him. All right, let's start off with, as is tradition for the flagship, our silver pack. And yesterday we went all silver, no color and no auto. So let's see if we can change that tonight. I mean, auto's that's a big request, but some color in here would be nice. So we're starting off with Adolis Garcia for the Rangers. Rangers tonight are with Dale. We've got Byron Buxton for the Twins, picked up by Alexander C. right at the end there. Thank you very much. Luis Arias for the Marlins with Fairhun. And Miguel Cabrera for the Tigers with Todd, of course. Thank you, Todd. Todd is the architect behind the signed balls. So thank you very much, Todd, for your work at HJC. And for your support with the Tiger Spot. Oh, thanks, Jason. We really appreciate that, mate. We've got some folks who work really hard on that to make sure it's all packaged really well and, yeah, do a very good job with it. So really appreciate them and all the work they do with all the sorting. This last week, we had by far our biggest week ever. The people at the post office almost had a stroke when we walked in. So, yeah, it's thank you for that. That's very nice to hear that despite how big the job was this past week, that it all arrived really, really well. That's great to hear. All right, let's kick off with pack number 1. As always, make sure that everything is nice and visible in case there's any funny business that comes up with all these hidden Easter eggs that Topps has done. Namely, of course, the gold mirror variations being the biggest among them. But of course, we've now also seen there's the Topps first stamp on some of them very sneakily. And we've also now seen there's one Carl Schwarber card that has Kevin Hart sitting on it, numbered to 50. So we've got to be very careful, make sure everything's on screen. Don't get me wrong, every card ends up with you anyway, so even if we do miss something, you'll still get it, but I would very much like to capture it on screen and all enjoy it together. First insert here is Kyle Harrison in the 1989 for the Giants, who are with Fairhun. I'll just give the microphone a good punch there. Sorry, I hope none of these eardrums blew out just now. The good thing is, Jason, this next shipment should have, of course, a lot more because that first one, Series 1, had only just come out when we started sorting that. But now we've had a whole week. So on Monday, there'll be another shipment, and that will include everything we've seen in this past week. There we go. We've got the home run challenge for Shohei. So the owner of the Angels, which is Dale. For those who are joining us for the first time, there's a code back here. You pop that into this website. Once you scratch that off, and you pick a date. If Shohei hits a home run that day, you will get a special you get a parallel card. If you predict that he hits it over 425 feet, and he really does, you get a special parallel card. I think this is one of those blokes you don't bet on under 425 with Shohei Ohtani, because that would be a foolish thing to do. He's going to hit one out. He's going to really hit one out. Yeah, that does happen, Jason. I know a thing or two about base cards with the amount that we sort and see and things like that. So it does happen, especially with flagship. It does tend to build up pretty quickly. We've got Vladimir Guerrero in the Superstar Blueprint. I'm definitely of the rare breed that loves a good base card. I love collecting sets. Always been a big thing. Love completing them. Always like doing the Alan Ginter sets. Alan Ginter X, all kinds of versions. And flagship, we've done a whole bunch of sets of update. We've even done the 1989 sets a couple times. Sorry, not the 1989. The Silver Mojo sets. Now, coming into gold. So number 2, 2024, as all golds are this year. We are looking at a 1989 insert, which to me means, I don't know, but that might. Yes, it is. It's an autograph. So let's go off the back real quick, get rid of these 2 cards. No disrespect to Mr. Contreras or Mr. Mountcastle, but we want to see what this gold 1989 auto is. That's massive, and that's already showing me that this is going to be a bigger 3 boxes than yesterday. That is Victor Medeiros for the Angels. Rookie card. Very nice. Man, colored 1989 with an auto, and an on-card auto at that. Very cool. And you know what? Let's make it a rookie on top. And that is numbered, as gold often is, to just 50. So congrats, Dale. That's very cool. They've already got the auto to go with your Shohei Home Run Challenge. Awesome. That's real. One thing I didn't do after that F1 where we used so many one touches is grab more one touches. There we go. Just grabbed a big handful. Wishful thinking. Let's hope we use all of them. But man, that's so cool. Such a sucker for throwback cards. Even bigger for colored throwback cards, and even bigger for colored throwback cards with an auto on them. We've now, in our last 3 breaks, we've seen this 1989 Victor Medeiros gold. We've seen the Andrew Jones red? Was it red? Anyway, number to 25, also auto on the 1989. And then before that, the Ellie De La Cruz black auto 1989. So we are seeing specifically the 1989 colored autos the last 3 breaks, which I'm very, very happy about. Definitely can't complain about that. As far as autos go, the modern stuff is cool, but the throwback stuff, even better. And in case you're wondering, Dale, I'm going to resticker that because I've just noticed what I've done there. That is very off-center. It's as off-center as that auto in terms of positioning on the card. So I will restick that after the break. That's ridiculous. Haven't even had a beer. Sitting here drinking a lemonade and sticking stickers halfway off the card. Mike Trout for the Grand Gamers for the Angels. Angels are definitely on early. We're in for big things tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because that's a relic. And we're supposed to be getting 1 hit per box. So for those counting at home, that's 2 hits in this box. So, thanks, Tops. We are in for something interesting, that's for sure. All right, now, I guess it's wrong the other day. I said Orioles when it really was the Giants. I'm not going to call it this time. It's one of those two I'm going to say, though. And this time it is the Orioles. It's Gunnar Henderson. Player worn memorabilia. That is a big player to find on this card. Very nice. Going out to Matt Camilleri, who got the Angels, the Orioles spot today. Gunnar. What a name. What a name, especially when you've got an absolute cannon attached to your shoulder. Love it. That boy's going places. Hopefully that place is the top of the AL East. Yeah, very cool. 2 hits in our first, not even half a box. So that's not supposed to be happening, but I don't think you or I are going to be complaining about that. See if we can get a jumbo configuration out of this one. See if we can find a 3rd hit. Why not? You know, actually, what I've done, I've just seen on screen there that I've written Jumbo ×3, which it really should obviously say Hobby ×3 because these are very much hobby boxes, and the listing was for hobby boxes. Maybe that's what I've done. I've summoned Jumbo boxes by putting the wrong word on screen. Luis Matos for the Giants there in the 1989. Going out to Fairhunt, and thank you, Fairhunt. That was the very last spot, of course, sold. So, see if we can find you some Giants love. There we go. Hobby. That's better. In the celebration for the Reds, Ken Griffey. And off the back, Eury Perez. And then we've got Michael Garcia for the Royals in the rainbow foil. Very cool. Royals going out to Rob Stevens. Rob, who's switching it up a little today. . I know, right? How crazy is it? You see it on paper, you see pictures of the true photo, and you think, you know what? Yeah, that's just going to be a bit of a bland card. But you see it in person. How cool is it? Couldn't believe it when I saw it, when I had it sitting there. It's just a card with a logo, and you think, well, that doesn't sound like anything interesting. But when you see it, it's just, man, it just works. So cool. Shohei Ohtani throwing his first shutout and hitting 2 home runs. And why not? Baseball's easy, right? It's only the best competition in the world. Just kill it on both sides of the ball. Why not? Straightforward pack there. Finished off by a nice LDL cruise. I'd like to find another true photo today, actually. Speaking of that, Eduardo Rodriguez. It's been a little while. That's the last one that we've seen. We pulled those first 2 fairly close together. We got the one for the Angels, the team shot, and the Eduardo Rodriguez. That's Ripken in the grand gamers for the Orioles. Yeah, we found those first 2 really early on. I think it was about the first 2 breaks, in fact, of Series 1. And we haven't seen them since. So I would very much like to see more. It goes to show that bias as you're opening them. I thought, yeah, no, that's, they're uncommon, but we'll see more of them. And then we have not seen them since. And exact same story for the gold variations, gold mirror. And trust me when I say, I have been keeping an eye out for them to an almost paranoid level to make sure that I do not miss one. George Brett for the Royals. Royals are with Rob Stevens. What's the odds? I don't know. That's the crazy thing. I don't actually know. Because the odds are not... Normally it's really good, right? With tops, the visibility of odds is really good. For those bits and pieces, I haven't been able to find them. We've got all kinds of interesting things going on. Like we've got that, the Shohei SSP where he's in his Dodgers kit. We've got the Soto one where he's in his Yankees kit, things like that. And we have no idea what the odds are on them. So... yeah, it's a little bit like Panini, where you just kind of go, well, we've got to figure it out just by opening lots and lots of packs and trying to work backwards. All right, coming into another 1989, we've got Justin Verlander for the Astros. I was going to say Rob, but today it is Michael Mills. Very nice, Michael. Yeah, it's crazy to not know the answer to that with tops. I don't know what the odds are. Because just then, if you're watching the F1, we're pulling out the odds on everything. It's, it's sort of what I'm used to with tops. Just look at the checklist and shout out once how many packs you see it. Base pack there. I'll be watching some videos of some backfield live bullpens and BPs and all sorts of things, and man, I'm itching. Absolutely itching for opening day. Not long now. We've got the greatest hits, Adolis Garcia. Getting a walk-off homer. He, of course, is with the Rangers, and the Rangers are with Dale Atkin tonight. Now, speaking of Eduardo Rodriguez, looking like we're getting his rainbow foil, and we sure are. Going out to Todd. Crazy, right? The idea that you take the border away from that card, and suddenly it's it's beautiful. It speaks volumes about the photography they've used this year. We said it in the first few breaks when we were doing this product. The photography is stadium club level. It really is. There's no bland, like in years past, they haven't gone that hard photography-wise for flagship, but this year, definitely a different story. Vladimir Guerrero Sr. for the Expos. So that one is going out to the Nationals. That is going out to Alexander C. in a late pickup there. And that'll do us for box 1 with 2 hits. One of them being a rookie auto number to 50, so we are certainly not complaining about that. And getting a nice Major League material thrown in from Gunnar Henderson when you're only supposed to be getting one hit. Don't think anyone's going to be upset at that. What I'm going to be upset about is where is our friggin' silver pack? I hope they're out of order or something. Pops, what's going on? What is this about? Alright, so we've got 5 normal packs. 5 normal packs. 5 normal packs. And 5 normal packs. What in the world? I lost my mind, right? It's not hiding between a layer somewhere. No, there is no silver pack in this box, guys. Now, we do have a little number there in the distance. You can see it at 117.12. I think that's got something to do with box numbering. I might shoot Tops a message about this, because this is very weird. Obviously, we won't tell them about the double hit that they gave us. But we will tell them about a silver pack that's missing. Weird. Alright, well, let's hope that means that this box is absolutely loaded. But I'm going to keep this box to the side. That's really strange. Never seen that before. But then again, I've also never seen a hobby box with 2 hits. But it doesn't work that way. That's a bit like an umpire that calls the wrong ball a strike, and then the strike a ball to compensate. We don't like that. Let's see what this means for us, ladies and gentlemen, because hopefully it means that there's something absolutely silly in this box, and they were so excited about it that they forgot to put a silver pack in. I don't think it's how it works, but it's wishful thinking. But we shall see, and we certainly will be speaking to Tops about it, because that's very strange. We've got Shohei Ohtani in the blueprint. I don't know that I've seen the Shohei blueprint yet, but what a blueprint. What a blueprint. I would pay good money for the actual blueprint for how to become that baseball player, because that is just unreal. And I really mean unreal. I don't mean that in a hyperbolic sense. I think we can all agree there. What a ludicrous, ludicrous human being. Alright, so let's see what they were hiding in this sneaky box with no silver pack. They weren't shrink wrap, let's say it, slipped at the top or something. But I mean, you guys saw me struggle with the shrink wrap, taking it off. It's definitely, it makes no sense. But Christian Yelich there for the Brewers. Brewers with Jason for the PC in 1989. It's crazy, by the way. So many people have said to me they've had their mail arrive today, which seems really slow. It went out on Monday, and it went out well before the cutoff on the Monday. Usually, it's sort of like a 2-day thing, sometimes 3, but 4 seems really long. We've had quite a few people have said that. So I don't know if Ozpost is having a bit of an influx or something, but yeah, you're definitely not the first to mention they've got theirs today. Surprising. As long as it gets to you, I suppose, but yeah. Unless I'm glad while we do the Monday, it means it still arrives to you on the same week, but, 4 days seems like a long time. Depending on where you live, of course. If somebody had to ride a push bike through 200 kilometers of dirt road, then it's a bit different, but, And we've got a 1989 Shohei Ohtani. Very nice for the Angels there. That's going out to Dale. Got a Christopher Morel upside down for what seems to be no obvious reason. Evan Carter and Michael Harris. That threw me for a second, that card, when I saw it coming up. So nothing doing just yet in this box. That includes the silver pack. The non-existent silver pack. So let's see what we find. Imagine that. No silver pack and no hit. That'd be crazy. Johnny Bench for the Reds. I suppose it's a great thing about streaming. We've got the video proof, right? We need to say, hey, Tops, something's off with this pack. Here is the video. The box, I should say, sorry. Fairly quiet first half of this box. Nothing top loaded or mag just yet. Going into the second baseman of the Old Tops team, Marcus Semien, for the Rangers last year. Going out to Dale. Dale representing the AL West a bit there with the Angels and the Rangers. And the Braves and the Yankees. So it's a bit of a mix. Looking for patterns, but there aren't any. All right. Now let's go off the back here because I think we've got our relic here. It looks like a 1989 design of one, guessing Kyle Schwarber. Very nice. Going out to the Phillies there. Game used bat. Very game used. Man swings a heavy, heavy bat. Going out to Jason. That's very nice, mate. Big, big Kyle Schwarber fan. Ever since he started hitting balls on top of the scoreboard over at the Cubs during their crazy run, I've always just thought this man can roll out of bed and hit nukes any time of the day. Just a ridiculous hitter. Just looks so effortless, and man does it go a distance. Seems like a generally cool and unfazed dude as well. Just rocks up, hits home runs, refuses to elaborate, goes home. And the 1989, Tony Gwynn. Interestingly, fielding there rather than hitting. You don't see that too often on his cards. Really cool. Going out to the Padres, to Tim Kelly. Wish I could see guys like Tony Gwynn in our era. Of course, we had our own sort of Tony Gwynn in Ichiro, and now Luis Arias. But it would have been cool to see Tony Gwynn go up against some of our modern pitching. Would love to see how he would do. We've got our home run challenge, which is Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts going out to the Dodgers with Jason. Jason, your collection of home run challenges is growing. So I reckon either you put them all on the same day and we watch every player in baseball to see who hits one, or you spread them out and we can track it with you. It'll be lots of fun. I've got Grayson Rodriguez here for the Orioles. Definitely a future star. This man can throw a baseball, that's for damn sure. That's going out to Matt Camilleri. Yeah, look, Jason, I have to be somewhat impartial, but I do like him better in a in a Phillies uniform. I agree with you. That's just the White Sox fan of me talking. Gunnar Henderson, 4 extra base hits in a game. There's so much fun young talent around the game, isn't there? You just, with all these cards, you really see that. Like, you really get reminded of it constantly. Because I feel like I'm constantly thinking to myself, man, I can't wait to see what that guy does this year. And I really mean it. $19.99, Barry Larkin for the Reds. Old school. Not that old school, but pretty old school. Very cool. Jason Cranmer. Barry Larkin was on the cards when I very first started getting into cards. Like really, really very first go as a kid. That's why I reneged on it not being that old school. Because, you know, the more old school I call that, the more old school I'm calling myself. And I get plenty of roasts about that from my 2 younger Trident colleagues. we go. Jose Ramirez in his 3-homer game last year. Just liking of loving my hand tonight, isn't it? A bit more than the cards. A little bit closer to you guys. All right, and looking like we've got another rainbow foil here. I'm guessing a little bit stuck together there, just carefully. There we go. Bryson Stott for the Phillies in the rainbow foil. Lovely card there. That's a nice one, Jason, to go along with your Kyle Schwarber is the Bryson Stott rainbow foil. And then last pack of box number 2. Let's see if there's any bang left in this box. Looks like we are going definitely old school cool. Nolan Ryan for the Astros, which is with Michael tonight. And that is us covered for box number 2. Let's see what box number 3 holds. At the very least, I'd like it to hold a silver pack. That is definitely where I want to start. If it's got 2 silver packs. Okay, we're off to a good start. Silver pack. Kicking us off is Corbin Carroll. In his second year in the old school Diamondbacks uniform. Garrett Cole for the Yankees. Bryce Harper for the Phillies. Speaking of people I like in Phillies uniforms. And Will Clark for the Giants. With some marketing at the back. Alright, so let's see if we can find a banger in this third one. First one was nice and loud. Second one was a bit quiet. Let's see what number 3 wants to do for us. My theory, by the way, about there being a compensation for no silver pack in a big way, unfortunately, was not correct, unless we count that Kyle Schwarber relic. But with all respect, I don't think that's quite make up for the lack of silver pack in a major way. But Ty Cobb for the Tigers. Yeah, we'll see what we can do about that silver pack. I see that's something that they do something about. I've always heard good things about when there's mistakes, so we'll see. We've never had to do that process before, but we'll see what comes of it, and definitely let you guys know if something does eventuate from it. For example, if they do send a replacement pack, I'd be more than happy to open it on stream with these same names on the left-hand side of the screen for sure at a later stage. Can't imagine it'd be a quick resolution of any kind, but we'd be more than happy to do something like that. Make sure that everything is rectified. Now we've got Jackie Robinson. Trying to guess from that background. I've not seen it before. For the Dodgers, going out to Jason. 1989. Simple one there. I haven't seen any color yet either, so let's see if we can do something about that. At this point, I will accept variations. I will accept color. True photo, also okay. Because it is nice to go massive with the autos like we have last break and this break, but it'd be good to spread it out a little bit with things like variations and numberings. 1989, Jose Canseco. Man, we were looking for someone on the ball yesterday. With that dual inscribed Mike Maguire Bash Brothers ball. Be very cool to hit that one. Of course, as a community, we love our dual autos, and a dual sign ball, that's extra cool. Speaking of dual autos, we've got 5-star coming up, of course, after this. As in part of the same break, but as in after this box. And that's got triple, quad autos. So it'd be very cool to see any of those. El De La Cruz in his 6 RBI game for the Reds, going out to Jason. Yeah, Jason, with all your base that you mentioned, definitely a bit of swapping is in good order. I know the Facebook group is really good with that sort of stuff, helping people complete their sets. If you've got good duplicates, you can probably get a whole lot done with that. A lot of people that, of course, get into the blasters and the, I think it's mega boxes as well. I think is that what that's called, the one in between. And yeah, so people will have plenty of base, and I'm sure they'll be able to help you complete the 350 card base set if that's something you're interested in doing. Especially when you've got some trade bait like that. I do one of that too. You'd think that there might be backwards to help us out, but then again, I'm not taking that chance. I'm definitely checking every card, but you'd think so, right? We got the blueprint for one of my favorite hitters, Juan Soto. Ridiculous natural talent. And it's going to be very strange seeing him in pinstripes, but I don't think it's going to stop me enjoying watching his at-bats. And coming into what looks like a rainbow foil for Jose Ramirez for the Guardians. Very nice. That cool pose of his on that card. Guardians are going out to Alexander in one of those 4 late pickups. All right, let's see what this last part of the box holds for us. At the very least, I hit. We know we're still missing that one. But let's see what else we can find. We have got Adley Rutschman, very nice, in the 1989 for the Orioles. Orioles with Matt. And Nolan Shanwell for the Angels in his rookie 1989 insert for Dale Atkin. Love that shot of Eugenio Suarez throwing off balance there at third base. All right, greatest hits. Ronald Acuna in his 40-70 season. Fantasy monster. Let's see what he can do this year. It's amazing, right? You take a couple inches off the base paths in the sense of growing the bases by a few inches, and suddenly the man can just steal 70 bases in a season. Unbelievable. Well, I think a lot had to do, of course, with the pickoff rules as well, but regardless, they didn't have to be enforced that often. I think we've got a relic coming in here, a Major League material. No, it's not a Major League material. It is a 1989. Just off the back there, Ryan Mountcastle and William Contreras. And off the back here is... oh no, got it upside down. There we go. It might be the Phillies powder blue, Trey Turner. Very nice. That is his second Phillies relic. Another guy that I like seeing in a Phillies uniform. I think I might quietly be a bit of a closet Phillies fan because I do really enjoy watching all those guys on the Phillies. That's going out to Jason. Man, this guy's good. Man, he was so good in the WBC last year. And then what a cold start he had to his Phillies career. And then still managed to turn it around and put together a really good season. It's just, yeah, awesome to see. Love that. Yeah, geez, that first few weeks in the Phillies uniform, that was absolutely brutal. Coming off the high that he came in off. Just absolutely killing it in the WBC. Pretty much catapulting them into that final with Japan. There you go, Jason. People already coming for your base cards. Your Ellies. So definitely we've seen at least 2. I haven't been keeping count, but I know I've definitely seen 2. I remember that much. And you may have more from previous breaks. I can't remember if you've had the Reds before. There we've got Aaron Judge in the 1989 with his 75-inch bat. What does he actually swing? Is it a 35 or a 36 or something incredible like that? Fooled myself into thinking I could swing a 34 once for like a few months. That was a bad idea. It was not good for the stats. And then we've got 2 interesting cards behind each other. We've got the home run challenge for Shohei. And I think that is one we already saw earlier tonight. So it's cool. You can pick Shohei on 2 different days to hit a home run for you, Dale, in that challenge. And then what looks like an O'Neal Cruz rainbow foil, I think. Yep, cool. It's a double-sided... No, it's just stuck together. Bear with me 1 second. There we go. O'Neal Cruz in the very cool shot rainbow for the Pirates to Jason Cranwell. So, as I said yesterday, that'll go very nicely with your Brian Hayes, because I reckon those 2 next to each other at 5 and 6 at shortstop and third base, just absolutely amazing. Amazing pair. Ridiculous athleticism, just unbelievable skills. I think they could go places this year, those 2 and the rest of the roster. All right, coming to the last hobby box pack. Ryan Sandberg in the Grand Gamers. There we go. So I said just like yesterday, we had 2 quiet packs and 1 loud one. We had our Victor Medeiros 1989 auto that definitely carried that first box. But unfortunately, after that, we don't have really anything top loaded at the moment. We don't have any colors, things like that. We did get a bonus relic, which was cool, but pretty quiet, those boxes. Let's see if the monster of the break can help us make up for that. So let's get into 5-star. There are 2 cards in this box. Both of them will be autographed. Let's see what we can do. Never opened anything this kind of high-end for baseball before, so that's going to be very exciting. Make sure we are very careful. Getting these cards out. There we go. Now, I'm going to hide the card slightly behind the pack, because otherwise we are revealing the top card immediately. We don't want to be doing that straight away. A little bit of suspense. Geez, the stock on these are thick boys. Very, very nice. Very premium. Which makes sense. All right, let's get into the first one. Oh my goodness, that is a very good start. Very, very good start. That is for the Mariners. That is going to Rob Stevens. George Kirby auto. Numbered to only 20. That is a 5-star auto. That is massive. Number to just 20. And have a look at this. They are big. I think there might be 130s, but they could be even thicker than that. I'm not 100% sure. That is so cool. I think, color-wise, I think that might be the aqua, which fits really well if it is. 5-star auto. Green. No, not green. It was a 20. Why are we not mentioning that? Oh, that's the jumbo. Sorry, that's why. It is the aqua. There we go. Very nice. All right, let's get into the next one. Looking like it's the Washington Nationals. So that late pickup is doing really well there for you, Alexander. It is Mackenzie Gore of the Nationals. Very, very nice. Look at that. Look at that shine. It's hard to see in the camera, like, just how premium these are when you see them in hand, but they are fantastic. This is the base auto, if I'm not mistaken, so not numbered this one. Next to the Mackenzie Gore. That is the 5-star Aquat, number to 20. Seems like a very nice color match for the Mariners there. Awesome. Let me just see if I have got the right size one touch. I believe that I do. Get these bad boys magged up. Yes, I do. 130 was the right guess. And that's right. I was going to restick that Victor Metaros, wasn't I, after that half-drunk stick that I did whilst being completely sober. Don't even have the excuse of even a sip of beer, but that was not my best work. There we go. That's much better. So we've got George Kirby, number 220, and Mackenzie Gore, both the on-card autos. Very nice. So just to quickly take you through the other ones that we saw. We saw the Major League Material, Gunnar Henderson. Very cool black bit of jersey there. Trey Turner for the Phillies. Phillies with Jason. Also, Phillies with Jason. Kyle Schwarber, game used bat. And then in the first box, we saw Victor Metaros going off number to just 50. Angels rookie on-card auto. Really, really cool. Like I said, I will resticker that because that is nonsense. That is not 60-40 even. I don't think I'd get 10 on my centering there from PSA. So I will sort that out in a moment. Now, coming up next, we've got the 6-boxer in soccer. So let's have a look. And that's all cracking along. That's the final break for tonight. Will be the 6-boxer. The 6-boxer has got a couple spots left. I believe they are 10% on checkout automatically. So we've got Brighton, Chelsea, Mudryk and friends, Salah and friends for Liverpool, Virgil van Dijk, Alvarez and friends for City, and Newcastle United. So not many spots left there in the main. And then we've got the mini, only 6 spots left there. Those 6 spots are going to be everybody wins. So you'll win one of these 10 teams automatically. We'll randomize at the start and see which of those 10 teams belong to you. Thanks very much for being with us, guys. Unbelievable field baseball again within one day. It's so good. Sorry, did you get a black screen the entire time there, or did you actually see what I was talking about? Because I'm very sorry if you didn't. That was my mistake. But thank you so much, guys, for filling baseball on the same day. That's several days in a row now, which is just unreal. So we'll switch it up again a bit tomorrow. We only had the 1 box of 5-star, so that was a one-shot thing for now. We'll go back to some more Series 1 tomorrow, and I reckon we might look at the other autographed baseball that we've got and see what we can find in that. So thank you so much for your support. We'll be back soon with soccer. Everyone else, have a fantastic night, and see you soon. Thank you.